Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another 3 looks 1 palette. I've recently started doing this over here. This is the 3rd installment. I have went ahead and created a playlist. So if you want to see what other looks and palettes that I've used, be sure to check that out. If you're new here, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, do all the things. Thank you. I'm going to be using Candy Skies. I already forget if I said that or not. If that doesn't set up for how this video is going to be, I don't know what does. This is a rocky ride, folks. So saddle up, grab yourself a beverage, and let's roll. Oh my gosh, it is hot AF where I live. I don't know about you guys, but we are going through like a heat wave, so I'm sweating my butt off. I just got home from work, so I wiped off my eye look from today. I didn't do my brows today because I was running so far behind, so I'm gonna have to do those as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a look or two with you all with the Candy Skies palette. I'm gonna try and get at least 2 looks done with you. We are gonna go to my mom's for dinner. So really it's just gonna come down to if I have the time to do that 3rd look today. If not, then I'll pop back in and do it at some point. But you will get to see 3 looks. I'm like scrambling a little bit because I changed my setup some as well. So I'm like trying to figure out where all my shit's at. So yeah. Anyways, grab a beverage. I just cracked myself open a Miller Lite. Really excited about that. I'm filming this on a Friday. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna go in just with this white shade here to go ahead and set the base. I'm definitely gonna use that mint chip shade because maybe we will hit a pan in it, which would be pretty sweet. If you're not familiar, this is the Lauralee and her niece, Erin. They did a collaboration. I'm trying to think if it was like last spring or last summer. It was last spring or summer, one or the other. I can't even remember, you guys. Time is seriously just not even real. It all just blends together anymore, really. And they collaborated and launched this. Like, oh, look how beautiful this packaging is. It is hands down the most beautiful packaging I have in my whole collection. And then if you haven't seen it, this is the color story. They really did something with this because you have these beautiful pastels. But you also have shades you can use to deepen them up as well as shimmers. Like, it is just so gorgeous. And I've created quite a few looks with it before. I think I want to go in all over with the shade Sky Blue here. And I might do like I did with my Natasha Denona Biba 3 looks 1 palette and insert the shades for you guys because I feel like that was a little bit easier to see like the shades I'm using. So I think I will probably do that. Look how pretty that is. Oh. And also, if you want these to pack a little bit more of a punch, then you can use them like right on top of your eyeshadow primer instead of setting them, and that'll give you a bit more color payoff. It really just depends on the kind of look that you want to go for, which totally up to you and your preferences. Yeah, I'm just going in with a fluffy brush. I do feel like the only other palette I have from Lauralee is her Nudie Patootie palette, which is her OG one. And I feel like the formula in both of them is good. Like I was really impressed with these pastels because pastel can be hard to do. But I really feel like it was done well. Like I haven't had any issues. I feel like it looks beautiful. So I really enjoy this one, whereas I've had pastels before that just like blend into nothing and it's like, not my jam. But these are really nice. They have really great color payoff. They work well together. I don't have any It's like, obviously, if it's not like a new palette in my collection that I'm testing, then like I think that the formula is good and long wearing. Just gonna blend this out a little. The shade that I thought that might be fun to use with this is this light purple here. I don't know how well it'll show up together, so we're gonna try, and then if it's not, then we can always pivot. But I think that those two colors together, yeah, would look really, really nice. So I'm gonna dig into those. And I've also found with pastels, I mean, I do a tapping in motion like I'm doing anyways, but I find with pastels that's even more important to use that kind of a technique. It helps just to like maintain the pigmentation of the shadow. So that's just like a little bit of hot tip. But yeah, this shade, stunning. I used this a lot last year when I got it. I actually did a 1 week 1 palette with it, and I like showcased the looks over on IG. But I also did an initial review of this palette, and I showed all of the looks over here on YouTube. I'll look for it and I'll link it below for you guys in case you're curious. I don't think that I've done a look like this. I'm pretty sure I have not. And I don't know. This is kind of pretty. I might leave this like matte, and then I might do a bolder color on the lower lash line. I'm gonna clean this up, fill in my brows, and then I'll be back. Okay, so my brows are filled in, so I feel a little bit more like human. And then I was thinking for the lower lash line, I was kind of thinking this shade or this shade. I'm gonna try going with this shade, and then if I want something a little deeper, I'll dip into a deeper orange. Yeah, I think I want to get into that deeper orange a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with the sky blue that I used and just kind of like connect it. I'm also gonna touch up my eyeliner because I've been wearing my liner and mascara all day, so I'm gonna touch them up a little bit, and I think that'll give the eye more definition as well. I just talked for like 3 minutes and I didn't hit the record button, so love that for me. But this is the final look. I think that it looks really pretty. If you didn't want to go matte, you could always just use like a glitter topper and tap that over the blue area for a little bit of sparkle. If I was wearing this out, that's probably what I would do. But since I'm gonna do another look, I don't really want to put glitter on because it's a little hard to take off, and yeah, I might do a little glitter on the last look. But I think it looks really pretty matte. Obviously this like shirt doesn't really match what I'm doing, but if I had on like a different colored top or something, I think it would look really, really pretty. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this first look. I'm gonna wipe her down, and then we're gonna do look number 2. Okay, so I already set my eyes with like a really light coat of the marshmallow shade. Now I'm gonna go into the mint chip shade here, which is this really pretty minty color. So when I have like a good dip in, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. But like I was saying about this heat wave, I'm so over it, you guys. It's literally been like 100 degrees every day, and it is so freaking humid. Like, the air is so heavy. I just feel like I stink all the time, honestly. It's gross. I'm freaking over it. I'm over it. Man, this shade slaps. I will say I did the other day, I still have it on my camera roll, so I'll insert it. But I did a neutral look, and then I used the shimmer pistachio shade as an inner corner, and oh my gosh, it literally looked so stinking pretty. It was like one of my favorite looks that I've done in like a really long time. I actually made it my IG profile picture. I was like, damn, that looks so good. So good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't really, well, I was gonna say I feel like I don't really have anything to talk about, and I feel like I still kind of don't, but I will say, as I'm filming this, I am 2 subscribers away from 1K, and if I haven't hit it by the time this goes up, I'm gonna scream because this is gonna go up in a couple weeks. So yeah, I will literally scream. I'm just so excited to be monetized because YouTube is a lot of work. Takes a lot of work, takes a lot of time. I do this on top of a full-time job, so it would be really nice to like get some money back out of that. Like, obviously I like doing it regardless, but you know, it'd just be nice to get a little something back. So fingers crossed for that. I think I want to use, I'm gonna try and use maybe this peachy shade in the outer. I want to see if that'll show up. And if it doesn't, then I will probably use the darker one. But, oh yeah, it seems to be showing up fine. It's really pretty. These shades do have like a bit of kick up, but I don't really mind, especially because I usually always do my eyes first. So I don't care about like all the fallout and stuff. Whereas like right now, I'm not doing my eyes first, so I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, there's definitely fallout with these, so recommend doing your eyeballs first, which I always recommend anyway, because I just feel like this situation is less stressful because you don't even have to worry about it, you know? So yeah, because there's gonna be quite a bit of fallout to pick up or to brush off after this one, unfortunately. Good thing I actually pouted today. So I almost feel like that's cute, but I feel like I want to do something else. Let's see what that looks like on the lid. Oof, pretty. Then I wonder if I did. So I'm using a little bit of the shade Cloudy, which is stunning. And then I think I'm going to reach into a little bit of this too and put it on the outer there to make that just a little bit more vibrant. And we'll see how that works. I didn't put any glitter glue or anything down. Probably should have, but here we are. Well, that was a wee bit of a struggle. I'll probably insert some clips of me dabbling around with that. But essentially, this just like wasn't really sticking to the outer. So I went back in with this shade here to try and like blend out the edges. And then it completely blended away all of the orange and just got kind of yellow, like you can see right there. And it didn't really look that great. So I went in with more of the Cloudy shade, which I tapped on with my finger. And I will say, like, I feel like the shade looks better in person than it is with like the studio lights. Maybe if I turn those ones off, you'll be able, like, I don't know if you guys can see better or not. Maybe I just look dumb. But it is a lot prettier without the studio lighting. But I just kind of had like quite a bit of trouble with it. I think maybe I just don't really like the color combo I selected. So maybe it's my fault. I don't know. I don't really like this look, to be honest. Maybe I just need a little more blush. No. It is, like, I don't know. I don't, this look isn't slapping like I wanted it to, I guess. Yeah, I almost kind of feel like you just have to do like one solid like pastel color and like a wing with this, because it can get a little tricky if you try to like build them up on top of each other. And like the shimmers in here are really like stunning in general, but also as you've just seen, can be a little bit difficult to pair them with a pastel look. I'll swatch those ones for you. They're really pretty. Damn, what is happening right now? I almost feel like I want to declutter it. Like, me, first look, I love these palettes. Second look, I want to declutter it. Like, someone fucking just hit me, okay? I'm gonna swatch the other two shimmers as well. Hang on. Those top two there. And I really love that mint shade. Like I said, it paired really well with another look that I had done. Damn. All right, I'm gonna wipe this off. We're gonna do one more look. And that look is probably gonna determine if I declutter this palette or not. This went from a 3 looks, 1 palette to a 3 looks, and I might have decluttered her. Like, what the fuck? But okay, yeah, let me wipe this off. Okay, and so I'm back. And I've lightly set my eyes with the light shade. I feel like this is gonna be kind of like the make or break look. It's so weird. Like, I was not expecting this at all. I only have one other palette that has like really pastel colors in it, but I also like don't use pastel that often. I'm gonna go into this E-Bug shade right here that's really pretty, this light purple. And we're gonna go in all over with that. It's really, really gorgeous shade. Yeah, this definitely took a wee bit of a 10. And I have a shade like this actually in my Huda palette. This one's looking a bit patchy because it's like weird, like it's kind of, it's like sticking up here fine, but it's like kind of having trouble sticking to my lid. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I let my lids dry after I wiped them down. Like I went and did a couple things to make sure that they were like dried off. So I don't know why, I don't know why it's sticking like that, but it's a little upsetting. And then I'm actually just gonna use the same color, the purple, and run it over this pink a little bit. I hate it. Trying to think, maybe put, what color? Oh yeah, my white glitter is gone in here. So I feel like I want to put something a little sparkly on. Maybe try this from my little, this is the Kaja Viva Shine, was sent to me in friend mail. And it's like it's a glitter, and I'm just gonna kind of like tap it on just a little. I definitely think that that helped. This glitter has like a nice tack to it. I haven't used it before, so I wasn't really sure how it was gonna be, but it has a really nice tack to it. It's pretty. I honestly feel like it's the only thing saving this look, to be honest. I am gonna use a liner as well because I just feel like we need something else, you guys. Okay, so this is a final look. I definitely like it better. I did a pretty dramatic wing because I just felt like we needed something. Like I just really wasn't feeling it. Man, because the thing about like this, I have this purple shade in my Mercury retrograde palette. So I could literally do this look with this palette. And I know I have a shade similar to this in my Beat Bella palette. I think though that like this shade might be pretty unique to my collection. I would have to check. But yeah. So this palette is like on the dropping block now. Make sure you're subscribed because I will be uploading another declutter video in the relatively soon future. I have a handful of items that I've been going through that have been on the chopping block and decluttering them, and I have them all in my declutter box. So that will probably be coming pretty soon. If you want to see if this ends up in there, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell, bitch. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this 3 looks 1 palette. I definitely feel like this is going to be all over because my thoughts and my experience were all over, and that is like not what I was expecting. But it also makes me really glad that I did a 3 looks 1 palette with this because it made me realize like something I wouldn't have. Like maybe I don't want this in my collection anymore. Whereas if I hadn't done that, I might not have realized it or picked up on it. So I am really enjoying this series. If you are too, hit the thumbs up button, baby. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.